Do you want to talk about Man United?
I
I watched the game. Yeah. It was fantastic. What a game.
Wow.
It felt like a Champions League, quarter-final.
The second half was outrageous. The second half was brilliant. The first half did feel as though Man United were on top for periods, couldn't make it count. Barcelona on top for periods, couldn't make it count. It felt like a little bit of one of those, like a heavyweight a bout between the first and the sixth rounds, and they're just sizing one another out. The second half of that bout, they're just laying haymakers on one another. It was just a brilliant game to watch. Second half, it could have gone either way. A draw was probably a fair result, even though United fans who are listening to this will think we should have won it. When you're 2-1 up at that point, make sure you don't concede. If you can't, it's one of these games. If you can't lose a game, if you can't win a game, don't lose it. But it felt like Man United should.
Is that breaking news?
Yeah. But what I'm saying, it felt like United could have dug in, but because there's no away goals, it changes things.
It does.
What we saw today was the fact there's no away goals, and both sides knew it. And they can go and get the next goal when it can count. If Manchester United had gone 2-1 up 3 years ago, they might have dug in, and it might have been a very different game, and Barca would have had to pick their way through.
Yeah.
Not a bit of it. Two informed sides. It was a brilliant game. I felt Man United will be disappointed they didn't win that, but a draw was probably a fair result.
Yeah, it was. Let's go to Aaron, who's a Man United fan, right, Azza?
Even Jason,
right, Aaron? Right, you a Van Gogh fan, Aaron?
No, mate.
No, okay.
Sorry.
Go on.
Hey!
Woo! Go on.
Good result today. 2 each is about right. My main issue is Wout Volkhorst in midfield. That didn't work at all. Unfortunately, I've just got his stats up since he signed for us. He's played 8 games, 1 assist and 1 goal. It's just not good.
I think he's a bit of a throwback, though, isn't he? He's a throwback. He's something different. He's not going to set the world alight. I think you knew that.
Yeah, but we need goals.
We got Rashford.
Yeah, but that's what I was going to come on to. We got the injury of Eriksson at the minute, injury of Donny at the minute. If Rashford gets injured, we are going to struggle. It's a hypothetical. He doesn't get injured. I want to see him do well. Actually, Rashford, Sancho back, get minutes.
There's nothing you can do about it now, Aaron. There's nothing you can do. The window's closed, so it's irrelevant. At the end of the season, 100%, Manchester United are going to go out and buy a top centre forward. I think they're going to try and sign Harry Kane. They're going to go out and try and sign a top player.
What I was going to ask you, Jamie. As a Spurs fan, are you worried if we did?
Yeah, well, of course I'm worried. He's one of the best strikers in the world, and I think without him, we'd be a bit lost. We would be lost because we don't spend the money that we make wisely anyway. So yeah, it's all right selling. If you sell Harry Kane for over 100 million, whatever he's worth, Man United pay it. Fair play to him. He deserves it. You know what? If he goes, he deserves it. He's got 18 months left on his contract. He's done everything for that football club, and we haven't invested in enough decent players and grown the football club in terms of on the pitch to suit Harry Kane and get him trophies. Manchester United, right now, he'd be looking at them and thinking, wow, they're back, Manchester United. Ten Hag, what a coach. He's getting the best out of all them players, a young squad. He goes in there, Manchester United, I think, win the Premier League. If Harry Kane signs for Manchester United, they win the Premier League. I don't want him to.
That far, Jamie. I know Spurs don't win much, but don't.
Yeah, but he is.
We're going to win the league next season.
Listen, watching them play tonight, and we had this discussion, didn't we, Jace? Watching them play tonight, we said, imagine if Harry Kane was in that team. Like you would be one of the best sides.
No, I am a massive Harry Kane fan, as you well know, right? I think he's underrated. I know people talk about the trophies he hasn't won. Forget that. Think about the player, what he is as an individual, what he can bring to the table, what he can bring to England, what he's brought to England, how far he's dragged them again without winning. You put Harry Kane instead of Weghorst in that team, and this is something Southgate, I'm sure, has watched very closely tonight. You put so Weghorst. So it's unfair. Are you still there, Aaron? Is he still there?
Yeah, he's still there.
Aaron, okay. So you having a pop at Weghorst. Weghorst wasn't brought to play as the position he did today, right? He's had to do a job for the team. Okay, is that fair?
He's just not good enough, Volkhorst, unfortunately. No. He wasn't good at Burnley. He got 2 goals.
No,
He's played 8 games for us this season. He scored once, and that was in the Carabao Cup.
Aaron,
Carabao Cup.
What I've said is that the role that he played today was not the reason that he joined Man United. Is that fair?
Yeah, he's meant to be our number 9
Okay.
for the 6-month period we need him for.
Right. Okay.
Until the summer.
So he's done a job, albeit I have to say at times I agree with you. But actually, he scored 2 goals away at the new camp, right? So there's something going. So the fact that Rashford played the way that he did, and I have to say, we're talking about Rashford and saying was outstanding.
Brilliant player.
You put Kane in the Weghorst role tonight.
Different story. It's a different kind of player.
You're an England fan, Aaron?
Yes, mate.
Would you like to see Southgate do that?
What, for Harry Kane in midfield?
No, play him as a 10 in behind Rashford.
You play Rashford up front. I think that's what Southgate should do.
Rashford comes from the left. He's better coming from the left. And
tonight, when he went down the middle, he's unbelievable.
it's just a shame Martial can't stay fit, if you want to be honest.
Okay, so here's the question: what we saw tonight with Weghorst, and he's made a couple of good points out. What the question I asked was that the Rashford was down the middle making those runs. The pace of Rashford stretches defences. Harry Kane is as good as anyone I've seen in the recent times of playing as a 9 and as a 10. What Harry Kane can't do, he can't do both. Can Southgate play Rashford as a 9 and Kane as a 10 and have players around him? So it's a 4-2-3-1.
Yep. I think you should.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.